Hello, hello! Today we're going to do a really fun project without paintbrushes. Very odd list of supplies needed, but here's the deal. You want to keep your hair back for this one because we're going to use some fire. You've heard of hotheads. I don't want to be one, so I'm going to try to keep my hair back. Anyway, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to turn to the desktop so you can see. I have first off a cookie sheet, and I just covered it with tinfoil. Simple. It's not my bestest cookie sheet, so because I don't want to ruin it. I have a frame from the Dollar Tree, and you just got to make sure it says glass because we're going to do some alcohol ink and we're going to light it on fire. You're going to need some alcohol, 91%, not the 50 or whatever the other one is. 91% is what you're going to need. You're going to need something to light some fire with. I have two because I'm not sure which one works. I have a straw in case I want to blow some ink around. I have a dropper. I used to have a dropper bottle and I would drop, but I don't know where that is. So we're going to go with this little, hopefully it will work. And then I have alcohol ink. Alcohol ink is different than other inks. It comes in pens too, but we're using the concentrated drippable. I have pink. I have some white. I got the white one out because I thought it might be really fun to, I'm going to take me out. It might be really fun to use this, but it's looking like it's pretty dried up. This is fun because this and the gold that I used to have, when you put it on, it crackles. So I don't know if that's going to work. I have yellow, purple and green, blue, and a different yellow. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. Take your little frame out of the package. And then you want to take the glass out of the frame. So let me just do that right now. Hopefully my fingernails can do it. They are doing it. I hope you guys had a good day. I had a good day. I didn't sleep well last night. So I was a little nervous about today, but it was great. Take these fun things out. Oh, I'm also going to get a piece of white paper. And this is just because you can see what you've done a lot better if there's white in the background. All right, so here we go. I'm going to try to get this out without breaking it. There we go. And it's dirty, so I'm going to clean it. I'm going to put the frame stuff aside because you might want to put your stuff in a frame later when you're done. I'm not really going to get this wet. I'm just going to make sure that it's as clean as it can be. He's been sitting around for a while because these are really, really fun projects. This is not for children to do without supervision because we are really going to light some stuff on fire. So I'm going to use the side that was in the frame. All right, so here we go. Can you see that? Okay. This is not a precision project. This is not, if you want to make a flower, it's probably not going to work because you can't tell where the alcohol is going to go. It's going to do its own thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop some paint on. The dark colors like the purple and the black and the green and the blue, they are really, really dark. So I'm going to use them last if I use them. So this just opens up. Has a little thing to drop it out. And I'm just going to place it there, I guess. I'm just going to, pink is my favorite. You know that. So I'm going to place it here. Now, I'm going to explain what we're going to do. We're going to place, sorry for the thunder, you guys. It's pretty nasty out there right now. But it's not going to stop me from creating something. I'm going to try some yellow and I'm going to add it. Just whatever. Wherever. Now, the key is to get the alcohol on here. And you have to work kind of fast because the alcohol dries pretty quickly. But what's going to happen is once we drip our alcohol on there, we're going to be able to, then we're going to take a torch to it. We're going to light it on fire. And I really, really hope, I'll probably move it this way a little bit when we do that part because I really don't want to light my phone or my camera on fire. So I really don't want to do that. So anyway, I'm going to take my straws for blowing it around later if I want to. I'm going to take my, you can't see it. Take my dropper, fill it with some alcohol. Okay? And then I'm just going to start dropping it. And you're going to see that it's going to spread. Everywhere you put alcohol is going to be fire. So that's enough for now. This is one thing that we do in stages. So I'm just going to leave it like, well, let's see. I'm blowing it with my straw. You can also take it and move it. I also have, I forgot to tell you, paper towels because we want to be as kind of safe as possible as we can with this. So I'm going to try to dry off where I got alcohol underneath it. But see how that's going to be pretty. All right, so here we go. We're going to take our fire. So I'm going to move this slightly this way just so I can not light myself on fire. And I'm hoping this one's going to work. It hopefully will catch that. There we go. See that? Woo-wee! And I'm just going to let it burn out itself as long as it doesn't get too hot. Move it away. See, it's dying down. But what this does is it makes the alcohol create some little darker places. Now, you don't want to go grabbing it because it's hot. Not really too hot though. But so because we burned it, see what it did? Look at this pretty place right here. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest. This looks like a heart. It may not when we're done. But do you see this little part? This is because we burned it. All these little parts where it gets all crinkly, that's because we burned it. So pretty. I put this behind it so you can see it. But, however, you don't want to leave that behind it because you're going to light it on fire again. And that's not a good thing. So let's put a little purple around the edges. Purple is really, really dark. So I'm trying not to. Here's the also fun part. If you do this and you go, ew, I don't like it. You can take alcohol and take it to the sink and wash the whole thing off and start over again. Just saying. This kind of sound like I've had to do that before, don't I? I'm just going to put a couple little dabs of this because I really don't want it to be dark. But I would like some purple in it. So let's see what this does. And you see I'm doing it in stages because I don't want the whole house going up in flames. So now what's the next step? We take our alcohol. We get our little dripper thing, whatever it is, and we pour it on. I'm going to get some more. Why not use a lot and start the whole place? Woo! All right, let's see what this does. It's so fun because you just don't know. Again, I'm going to move it this way just a tiny tad so nothing catches on fire, but you can still see it. I wish I had a better working thing. Let's try this one. Hopefully this one takes me 2 fingers to do it. All right then. Come over here and like this. That's going to get there, I think. This one. I'm lighting every little place that had alcohol in it. on it so it can burn. My breath almost blew it out. This is blobby. But we will wait till the fire burns out and then we'll look at it. See if it's hot. Not too bad. Okay. See what we're getting. Let's see. So we'll take our white piece of paper. Whoo-wee! That is pretty. But I don't really like all the just blobs of purple. So I think what I'm going to do is create it however you want. I'm going to take some more alcohol. I'm not going to take any more ink. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to see if I can maybe move this a little bit. Just see if I can get it to shift a little bit so it's not like so blobby in all the corners. Here we go. Let's try this. Woo! Anybody got a marshmallow or a hot dog? We could have dinner at the same time. Or how about chocolate s'mores? We could do that. That might be fun. It's almost burnt out. Okay, so I'm still seeing a really dark. Maybe if I add some yellow, that will help the purple. Purple and yellow opposite on the color wheel. We might get brown. We shall see. Maybe pink. I don't know. Maybe both. Let's just do both. And I'm probably going to do color until the whole thing is colored with something. Oop, did you see that just flip out there? That yellow wanted to come out of there so badly that it just flipped out. Ooh, this is pretty. Wonder what that's going to look like. So once again, I'm going to take a little dropper full of alcohol and I'm going to probably going to take care of that so it's not. I'd really rather not. I'm going to try to lift it and get it off of there. Okay. All right, here we go. Ooh, smelly. Smells like alcohol, rubbing alcohol. I like this purple better than I liked the other. It just is, more spread out and not so globby. Let's see what we get. That burned pretty quickly because most of it had already burned before. All right, are you ready to look? See where we need to add some things? Let's see. Hot? Not too hot. Y'all, I've taught this a lot of times. And one girl had her paper towel under there and it was, oops, not a good thing. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Kind of lost my heart in there. I had a heart going for a while. Maybe I'll add a little bit more pink into these little yellow things. I'm going to try not to let it spill all over. And then we're almost done. See how easy this tutorial is? It's fun though. And you know what? This is a crowd pleaser. If you want to entertain some people, do this. It doesn't take but, what, 15 minutes? And you got a crowd pleaser. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just learning how to talk. Ooh, that's pretty there. It's all bunching up and, ooh, let's get some fire on there. Fire in the hole. Come over here and get this one. Woohoo! Mountain Dew. I'm going to move it away from my phone a little bit. We might be done. We might be done already. Let's see. It gets a little bit more warm each time I do it. Oh, you guys, look at that. Isn't that fun? Look at the little pattern it made right there. And also down here. So pretty. I think I'm done. I might need something right here. This corner, this, and just seriously, a tiny, tiny tad. Should we do yellow? Let's do yellow there in those little spots. Anyway, I'm hoping you're loving this because this is super cheap. Whoops, that was a lot. Super cheap to do and fun. Just super fun. So next step is, get the alcohol. They have the 91% at the pharmacies and stuff. You can get it pretty regular or readily. It's readily available. Let's blow it a little. Just why not? We haven't done that for a while. Let's take our straw and see if we can. Maybe I want to blow it the other way. Let's turn it. All right, I think I'm done. That kind of made you dizzy, didn't it? Woo! Anyway, here we go. Last time. Make sure we get all the little spots that we put. I don't even remember where we put it. Fun. This doesn't have a whole lot of color down here. We're just doing too much. Ooh. So what do you think that in a frame? How about that? Right? Look at all the little cells it makes and all the little fun things. This looks like the middle to a flower with some petals. I don't know. Maybe. It's fun to look in there and see the shapes that you see, that you can find. So I'm just going to give that a minute to dry. And then I'm going to put it back in my frame. And we're going to see the finished product. Super simple, super fast tutorial today. And your supplies besides your ink is $1. I'm going to put this side down towards the back, I mean. Okay. Put that back in there. Looks like I still got some wet purple. That's okay. I'm just going to use this paper that came in there because it's white. And I'm going to put this. This is the hard part because you got to decide, where do you want the top? Where do you want the bottom? Where do you want it to go this way? Do you want it to go this way? I think I want it to go this way. I kind of like that. So you got to make sure that's in the right place if you want to stand it on a. There you have it. How simple, how easy, and how fun. And the fun part is no one knows how you make it. So anyway, might be something you want to check out. Playing with fire. It's always fun. Thank you for watching.